Alright, if you've been on this channel for a while, this is kind of like a running theme, but I just wanted to make a video about it. If you haven't been on this channel, but you believe that there is an underworld, you believe that there was a flood, and you believe that the underworld is populated by people who were like forced down there because of the flood. Okay. And I'm saying if you don't believe in any of that, then you should probably just leave. Okay. So anyways, so we're moving forward with that. There's an underworld. During the flood, you had one type of person, human being, who stayed up here, one type of person who went down there. And as a result, the DNA is going to differ, a surface dweller from an underworld dweller. So let's just say that in the underworld, the underworld is the origin of all this technology. Like, we didn't actually make all these super quick scientific advancements. It was actually like connected to the underworld. A lot of this technology to create the Sphinx and the Great Pyramids and all that is from the underworld. And as a result of them having so much technology, they're able to not die. Okay, to live forever. Okay, so with that, there's no need to breed. Okay, and so you've got these people that just live forever down there. And their society is really fucked up. We can see it with shit like BDSM. Their society does rear its ugly head into up here, with in a lot of ways. A lot of disgusting things like fast food and shit are just connected to the underworld. So you've got these people who are living down there doing all types of fucked up BDSM shit. And they don't die. Okay? So they just get more and more deranged with their shit. And they've become so deranged that now there's really nothing left for them to do down there as far as debauchery. So now they've set their sights on the surface world. One thing I forgot to mention. When the DNAs diverged or whatever, one DNA is able to, the surface DNA obviously is able to deal with the sun. Okay? And the people from the underworld can't deal with the sun. It kills them. So they've come up here, and it's basically, what's the word? It starts with an S. It ends with I'd. I don't know if I can say it, but this is Armageddon, basically, for them and for us. They want to just destroy everything. They've become so deranged down there, and they've caused so much garbage down there, that it's just, all that's left is up here. Now, they've been controlling, as we all know on this channel, they've been controlling everything that's been going on on the surface world for the most part for like 200 years. One of their greatest denizens, Nyarlathotep, is the ruler of every country. One of his avatars. They all have the exact same expression. So, they are running shit up here, and the money and everything is from there. It's not our money. It's not our gold that's backing these dollars they're randomly printing. It's from down there. And so anyways, so they have all this control. They have all these people already installed. So it's nothing for high level, because there is a definite class system down there. I think it's basically just rich and poor. So all the high level ones get to come up here and have an infinite money glitch. But they're also releasing the low-level ones too. So we're caught in their jaws. The bottom and the top. Okay, they know how to run those things. They know how to run rich dicks. They know how to run scum of the earth. Same thing. But the in-between, the middle class, no. That's why they have to make sure there is no middle class. They're going to terraform this shit and make it their world, which is what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn the outer world into the underworld. Stay safe, stay inside. You know, everybody wear masks so you won't notice my hideous underworld face. Don't discriminate, you know, because there's all these disgusting underworld people that are out here running around. Now I'm saying they have their agents already in place. So you're going to see things like insurance, like shit that institutional shit that like runs your life, like insurance companies. That is just bullshit. All the actors in the commercials are probably from the underworld. Just like with prescription pill commercials, just like with, you know, these donations. My baby had cerebral palsy and St. Jude Hospital helped us. All that type of shit. That's all beings from the underworld. Okay, and they run y'all. And so anyways, you know, you've seen them on commercials. You'll see them walking around. They're really weird. Okay, they're not beautiful. If anything, they're just extremely average. And they have all this money. Who knows where it came from? What tech company they're associated with, or medical, whatever. They can make up all types of shit and just allow these people to just flood us out. And you see, you know, I'm not trying to sound like, you know, anybody from Germany in 1939 to 1945 here. But you see all these beautiful women with these types of things. Okay? Because they can provide them a lifestyle that they want. Now, they can't provide them the man that they want, but, you know, hey. It's all about sacrificing and just surviving through this shitstorm known as Earth. For a lot of women. So, so yeah. This is the ultimate plan for Armageddon. And how to just destroy us. How to rot us out. Okay? Make the cost of just make it too expensive to live. And you can hand select whatever, you know, trophy wife or arm candy or whatever you want from, you know, from out here. because you will be able to provide them with the lifestyle that you all have sold them. That's supposed to make them happy. Because you can do that. Y'all can do that. Y'all can provide them a lifestyle, but y'all can't provide them a man. Okay. And again, he'll probably end up wanting me more than he'll want you, but you know, that's a subject for another video. So yeah, I don't know if there's really much else more to say. That's pretty much the conspiracy to end all conspiracies, you know. And they want you to think about aliens. They want you to think it's aliens doing all this weird shit, when no ancient culture really talks about aliens. If they do, they talk about the underworld a million times more. And you know, they they want you to think it's not some other species. They really don't want you to think it's aliens. They want you to think it's just human frailty. Okay? And just the human condition, that life has to suck, and that you're no better than dirt or that tree. Because when you die, you become dirt, and that tree ends up sucking the juices out of the dirt that you became. And there is no soul that lives on. And everybody's equal. It's just some are just a little more equal than the others. So anyways, so yeah, I mean, this is, you know, I talk about this all the time, to bring up all the examples and put it into one video. I just don't have enough time to do that. So there's a lot of evidence of all this just scattered randomly, strewn like so many body parts throughout my channel, throughout all my videos. But it's there, man. That this is the, you know, the end time, big time maneuver. And I'm saying another thing, they know this is apocalypse. Okay. They know it's about to be over for them. They can feel it. Like I said, they've been doing so much horrific, despicable shit down there. And it's finally going to, it has to end with something. Okay? So they want it to end with just everything just ending. Or at least complete and utter tyranny. So that's, you know, I see where I'm from, Tampa, and I just see a lot of the people walking around, especially if they're not middle class. If they're upper class or if they're bums, I just get a real, or homeless people, sorry, bums. What? I just get a really strange vibe. Like, you're not from here. Like, you were born yesterday. Like, you don't have a mother. Like, there's something. Oh, I'm saying another thing. Then a lot of these people, like I said, the upper class ones are probably the ones that live, you know, indefinitely, infinite lifespan. But the lower class ones, they probably just pump those out in like a test tube or whatever. So anyways, so not the best video, but I did have to get that out of the way.